7:08 our time, so like we are always consistently inconsistent when it comes to the times. But that is our best consistency for sure. Because if we didn't start as late, we wouldn't be starting it probably at all. Because I don't even think of one time that we've actually started this at 7. So you always have extra time. Anyways, we don't really have a topic for today. We just kicking it. I think I commented with somebody earlier. They asked me what the topic was, and we don't really have a topic, but because we are trying.
That was me. I DM'd you that.
And yeah, there you go. I think somebody else asked me too. So we're just kicking it. Usually we'll find something to talk about. I know E wants to talk about the tornado barrels that was just actually he just got his in. So I'm gonna pass it over to him and let him talk about this stream right here.
All right. So the 4.3 tornado barrels just dropped. They dropped Monday. I got mine in a little bit early. I'm gonna be able to really see it. Oh, there it is. 4.3 tornado barrels. And to be quite gone honest with you, I love it. I really do. It feels great, super light, threads beautifully. The material feels good. It just looks really good. I'm just saying, like, there's not a lot of 4.3 stuff out there, and it just looks really, really good. Now with them being out, I can talk about what they have with them. If you paid attention to, what was that, 3 podcasts ago, where we had something on?
2
or 3.
What he was talking about earlier with in that podcast is there are rubber. There it is. Rubber O-rings that come with it. You slide them into your tornado barrel, and it gives it an unreal stabilization process. I mean, racked it, shot it, and it was a night and day difference. It really was. Another thing that I like about it, and it might be me, or it just might be how it's made. Whenever you rack it back, you don't have that little bitty bit of barrel hinging forward. It all sits in one spot. So that means you can use like the UVT 106, smaller tracer units with it with longer barrels and not be stopped between the gapping of the two. Like a lot of people running that when building 4.3s or building a pistol is whenever you get your UVT 106, which has an inner stopping point of its own. Once you put it all the way down, got it there, and you try to rack it back, it usually stops about right there because the barrel's hitting it. Now with this one, racked all the way back, and it's on Saturdays. I cannot wait to play. I see
you cheesing with excitement.
Oh, can't wait.
I completely forgot. When are the 5.1s being released for this?
So if y'all paying attention to the stream, these are the 4.3s. The 5.1s are now on pre-order. I'll go ahead and just.
Yeah, I was wondering what's getting released.
He hasn't given an exact date, but those are the 5.1s. I mean, just 4.3 but longer. And I think pretty much they're gonna be built the same exact way.
That PVZ green right there, though, is just.
Oh, dope! Very, very dope. I don't know, man. He knocked it out of the ballpark with this one. He really did. Aluminum tornado outer barrel.
Do they even have 4.3 tornadoes outside of LA Kappa? Because I haven't seen any.
No.
Yeah, so there's easy.
I mean, like if you got one, it's 3D printed and it's made by somebody very specific.
Whereas these are aluminum.
Yeah, I was just saying that's why these are out of the ballpark. Aluminum.
Yeah. They're not going to break on you.
Yeah, no. Aluminum threaded, and then what puts the tray on the top is the O-rings. I can't think of a single company that does the O-ring situation.
I like the idea of a outer 3D printed barrel, but at the same time, it's like I feel like that would break probably quicker than anything else. Like,
oh yeah, especially if you have an aluminum slide trying to put it with a 3D outer barrel. I mean, don't get me wrong, aluminum's still soft enough to absorb some play, but 3D prints that's gonna give.
Yeah, and I think of just even on mine. Mine's a metal one, but yet you still get so much rub right around the top. You can really tell where it rubs on everything. It scratches away, so it'll just be a matter of time before you eat that away. But the slides, bro, I'm telling you, they're the future. I'm sure Sutton will get on it eventually at some point. 3D printed slides. I'm telling you, just mark my words, bro. It's coming.
I'm gonna see what. Look,
you were rocking that 3D printed one at ACS, right?
I was. I have it off only because it broke. It cracked around the plug.
I'm guessing, were you using 140% recoil spring?
Yeah, I have a 140 in here.
That's
why. I think I don't know. I don't know if it broke initially on the first test fire or if it broke with me pushing the plug in, because I had to kind of force it in there a little bit to actually get it to go all the way into the slide. And I don't know if that split it and it needs to be, bored out more where the plug would go, or if it initially broke on when I shot it. But yeah,
because usually that 140% is a little too strong for plastic and 3D printing. So that's why people usually go with like 120, 125. And I know Waldo Customs has 130s.
Not bad. I mean, I'm not against. Well, mostly I think the 3D printed slides kind of flirting with, mostly because I like the idea of running with green gas. I don't, but like if I had one that was a significant kind of strength there, just to kind of run it with green gas, I think would be a little funner, or at least a little snappier and stuff. But I mean, I have the stock one for it, but nonetheless, so I think maybe due time, Sutton probably get on it. Don't hold me to that. I don't know. He could be like, I don't like them. I ain't doing them.
I don't know. Like, what do you guys right now with these aluminum outer barrels and the ultra light aluminum slides? Hey, he's sitting on top of a gold mine.
He is, and definitely I've been flirting with the Ultra Cut 5.1, but slide.
I think I've seen that one.
That one it's the one that makes it gives it that Glock feel.
I'm about to try to. Can y'all still see me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm on LA Kappa's page right now. There it is.
Yes, right there. That was a 4.3. So the 5.1 Ultra Cut in black, it gives it that Glock vibe right there on the edge. Looks like a Glock 17.
That's the one that they raffled off at HTK.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Dude, I was one number away from getting one too.
Yeah. These are the 4.3s, not the 5.1s. The 5.1s are just like a tad bit longer, but same principle. And it looks so good.
The white almost looks really good too, though.
And they don't have blue.
Honestly, I think he might be coming out with a blue. Yeah, look.
It's optional on there, but
yeah, blue's optional.
Maybe it's just not in the picture.
Yeah, look, not in that picture.
Oh yeah, I just saw one there. Yeah,
there's all his colors right there.
The red one goes hard.
Hey, there you go. What you was talking about earlier, blue and silver.
Mm-hmm. Star Wars vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Luke Skywalker over here.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, the build has to have a theme behind it. You have to have something that drives the build.
Oh yeah,
I get that.
I think with my 4.3, I'm kind of going with this whole Black Panther look.
That's a good one.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I know, lady. I know.
That's kind of where this whole driven idea with my 4.3 is coming from.
Mine's still Black Betty. I've called her Black Betty. This has always been Black Betty.
Yeah, Esmond's building that Demo special sleeper.
Hey, nah, his is different. I will say that much. That man's hit's a lot different.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I watched that video, and that's how I built my high kappa. I learned from him.
I like what Bobby just said. He said, "Why no green though?" Yeah, you're right. There was no green on there.
not on his 4.3s, but I don't know what I can say for his 5.1s. His 5.1s have been, I know. All right, no, the 4.3s have been out longer.
Dude, Bob, I'd say, man, whenever I think of Bobby, dude, all I see is that SSG1 with the little M16 carry handle.
He rocks it though, man. Like we've said something about that handle so many times. And he's like, and he'll walk around carrying that thing too on there.
Just like it.
Yeah. Like, all right, man.
Hey, Steve, Prayer wants to know if you're doing a high kappa edit for Black Betty.
No, I haven't. There's a lot I need to do with this gun, and really, I'm just kind of on standby. But I promise, within the next little bit, few weeks, I'll be putting a lot more to that gun and doing a lot more with it. That's why I don't show it off much or do stuff with it much, just because I ain't thrown a lot into it yet. It's pretty standard, other than the slide. The slide is the only real, you can't even see that thing much. The slide is the only real kind of standout presence of it. Hey, Predator, since you're on it, what about your TMs? You got anything, crazy going on with them? I gotta send him a DM real quick while we're sitting here. Hey, but I will bring up a topic real quick. Blue, what'd you think about ACS 8-year?
Dude, I loved it, man. I loved it. With the rain, me and Tim were kind of on edge about how many people would be there, but dude, everyone was there. Man, it was a blast.
Yeah, it was
I wish more people.
Solid good turnout.
I wish more people would have showed up, just for the simple fact of it rained, but it didn't rain a lot. And when it did rain, it rained in like almost the perfect timing for us. It seemed like, if that makes any sense.
Well, it poured down at the wrong time for you, Esmond.
Actually, crazy enough, got home, let it dry, plugged it back in, worked.
Yeah, dude, I remember I was standing right beside you, and all of a sudden that thing hit full auto.
I was crying. Okay, I was sick.
Oh yeah, dude, you like pulled the mag out and the line, and oh man, I was like, ooh.
I wish you had that video on standby. Like,
oh, dude, I was sick. Like I was ready to. But no, I literally, as soon as it was the next day, picked it up. It had been drying all day. Plugged the battery in and just worked.
I was worried for mine. That's why I covered it up and just walked off. That's where them guys in the red line come in handy. Because I was a little girl. I straight covered mine up and walked right off. I was like, it's not worth it to me.
Well, the red line's like the kite there is completely mechanical, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have a battery one that you can use, the FCU and stuff, but the N7, you can have it set up just to run
straight air.
Yeah, straight air on it.
I don't know if I can go back to an N7 completely.
I've never ran a red line build. I know nothing about them.
They're a lot simpler than the Kythera. A lot simpler, less tuning, but more efficient. Your pressure regulation on your tank is kind of the nozzle speed and everything else in one, and not really having to worry about everything else. And like Steve was saying, no battery, no nothing. Literally can plug and play all day.
I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to share my screen real quick. Alright, I'm going to only go this way. And Predator said I could show his TM. I wanted to ask him off screen real quick to see if I could. Yeah, this one I can't really zoom in, y'all. I'm so sorry. But this one right here is 4.3 he's got with the sights on it is just gorgeous in every single way. Well, apparently it just dropped.
No, that's that ultra cut slide that he has on there too.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. It looks nice. It's like the cheap way to do a high caliber to a Glock conversion.
I mean, could you really blame somebody though? Like, could you really be honestly mad at somebody if they took a high kappa and like blocked it out?
Nah, that'd be cool.
Like, yeah, no, like I really couldn't be mad at a person only because the availability of a high kappa parts, the performance of a high kappa gun, it just looks like a Glock. I mean, I really couldn't get mad at you. Plus, I think Tokyo Marui stopped making TM Glocks. So
Did they?
Yeah. Right now, I think it's Elite Force that's just doing them.
yeah,
Because Glock is super picky about who they license.
yeah, Elite Force is the only people doing Glock.
Yeah. Well,
License.
they're the only licensed people.
Yeah, I was just like Glock license companies, right?
I know if you go on Airsoftology's page, one of his videos, this company got sued by Glock 'cause they made like Glock pistols.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, they are so picky.
But who they're picky with, it really shows because their stuff is usually really, really good.
Elite Force is high quality though.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, they can be picky, but it's a picky in a good way. They're not picking like somebody who's completely trash. Like the new SIG rifle that dropped here not that long ago, and I can't think of what it's called. Almost looks like a swordfish like type gun. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please say something in the comments because I'm running a blank right now.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's the brand new SIG rifle that dropped not that long ago.
I ain't seen it.
Tan Tacoma has it. Steve knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
FDR.
I'm on Evike's page trying to find it. Is it the Virtus?
Yeah, Puma said Virtus.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't
it's
seen it.
Yeah, the MCX Virtus is what I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm about to get me a Matrix Calico Jack body and
There, yeah.
And
Puma, you were right. Virtus, yeah, the MCX Virtus. That's what it is. Yeah, SIG only licensed those out, I'm pretty sure, just to Elite Force. I'm about to look it up to be 100% correct.
Yeah, it's the
You
SIG
got it.
MCX.
Yes.
yeah, if you go on Evike's website though, SIG has their own section, so I think they do their own airsoft rifles.
Oh.
See,
Oh,
because like any of the Glock stuff, you'd have to go into the Umarex Elite Force thing. Whereas SIG, you don't have to go under anybody else; you just go under SIG.
Okay. Then I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, it is the SIG MCX. And it looks good. It really, I've held it. It's okay. It feels like the real thing. My only gripe, and this is just because I'm not an AEG guy, is the front wiring. The exposed front wiring situation they got going on there. That's the only thing that really bothers me. Because you have nothing. The handguard is completely see-through. Cut, slotted, and everything. So, rain, and anything can get to the battery space if need be. That's my only gripe. But, to have a body of a SIG, and then drop a rail line in it, that would be dope. That's the type of body I would see doing it with.
Yeah, somebody just commented that SIG partners with VFC. Yeah, I think he uses the VFC Avalon gearbox.
See, which is a great gearbox.
I don't know if I'm thinking of the right one. I know there's a new rifle. I don't know if it's come out or not, but it's using the Avalon internals.
See, that's dope. That's what's up. Puma just said that, yeah, Lucas on our team got one and dropped an F2 in it. That's going to be a monster to play with. Like, straight up. But definitely interesting. For sure interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to have a TM shotgun, but I think I'm gonna settle for just the Jag. Like,
okay, I was wrong. It's the Umarex HK 416 that has the Avalon gearbox. That's what it was. Umarex.
A lot of TM stuff gets really pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Prices like that makes me not want to get in it. Like a KWA and stuff, it's like brand new. It's like, oh, it break my heart to get into the box immediately. Just rip everything out.
Nah.
One of the best stock gearboxes, though, I mean, it's a hot topic, but I would say the Avalon is probably the best stock gearbox you can get.
100%. 100%. Like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever complain about a stock gearbox on one of those.
ACS uses Avalons for their rentals, I believe.
I think, yeah.
That'd be the first place I've seen use Avalons.
Pretty sure it's Avalons they use.
Pretty sure. I don't use rentals, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've used one last year for like maybe not even 2 games, and then that's when I was coming out of the ADG world, and Danny let me use a ARP with a jack in it, and well, the rest is history from there. It's just
pretty much.
That's
how it goes. Really, honest to God, that's how it really goes. Somebody with an AEG played with an HPA for maybe 2 games, and it was like, can't go back.
No.
Once I played HPA, man,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just because, like I don't have a problem with AEGs. It's just like the trigger response of an HPA, like
unreal.
You can't beat it.
And I know some people. Yeah, I know some people would be like, "Oh, I can get it as close." Yeah, as close is,
but not exact.
Yeah, it's not exact to HPA. Sorry, not sorry, but no.
Now, full auto wise, dude, a fully built DSG, it would outdo my F2. Oh yeah. Depending on what your settings are.
It's still always the noise for me. It's the noise that drives me nuts.
The only quiet AEG I've heard is Predators from HTK.
Yes! That's when I was told. I can get on board with that one.
Dude, you don't hear the cylinder, you don't hear the motor, and it shoots about as fast as my F2. I don't know how. I need your secret, Predator. I need it.
I could be wrong, but I want to say he said that thing's nearly stock.
Yeah, because I remember when we had done that first podcast after HTK, my first time on here, I'd said the same thing. He said it was stock, and I was like, no way. No. I was like, no.
Honestly, it's a KWA. It would surprise me if it was. Just for the simple fact that KWA does, builds decent enough guns to where, not a lot of, you buy them and you throw maybe $300-$400 worth of upgrades in it, and boom, almost an SSG.
The warhead brushless motor might be surprising how good it makes your triggers. We have a comment that says, try the warhead brushless motor and might be surprising how good it can make your trigger response.
Let's see that.
I don't know anything on it, but
correct me if I'm wrong, but Puma, I'm pretty sure, has one in his. Oh, got to play with it a little bit.
Yeah, he just said Jason has one.
Jason has one, yes. In both of his AEG and loves them.
I don't know the difference in a regular motor and a brushless motor. That's how much I know about AEGs, dude. I don't
So a brushless motor, you would have to think for it to go, it has to make contact to a brush. Like if you think about it like a hairbrush, it's got to make contact. Now, if you put too much on it, it could slow it down and not give it enough torque that it needs or enough ramp that it needs. Brushless means there's nothing stopping it, making it much faster, meaning less contact, or no contact, meaning no holdback, meaning it's a smoother feed.
Yeah, I'm clueless on a lot of AG stuff too. It's not my forte.
I know enough to get one working.
I could put one together. I couldn't tell you it's gonna be the most tuned thing in the world, but I can get it to shoot.
Yeah, so I can throw stuff together, but when it comes to knowing what to upgrade and stuff like that,
and what works good with what, and especially that fine tuning of each one. I know how to shave a couple teeth off it and stuff, like off the head or the piston itself, and trying to get good compression in there. I get it going, but like I said, it definitely wouldn't be the most tuned thing.
Puma just said also they don't get hot as the T18K does. So.
Oh yeah, them things are a little toasty.
Dude, I've watched a video of somebody melting their grip in hand. Just
dang, these Warhead motors like 150. They cost they cost a pretty penny.
Another great thing about HPA, one big spin, completely upgraded.
Yeah, you to rip everything out and just throw the cylinder and the trigger board, and that's it.
Yeah, but let's not. We all know that the addiction never stops, and it's always from one thing. As soon as we think we're done, somebody got to
honestly, the worst thing to do is start building a high kappa. That is a money pit.
It really is.
Because once you buy one thing, you buy something else, and it just keeps on snowballing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And stuff's always breaking too. You always need like new parts.
Randomly.
Yeah.
It's never consistent. It's just like
the most random thing that breaks.
Sometimes you don't break it, you just bend it. Ain't that right, E?
Yeah, he bent that aluminum nozzle, which I don't know how you do that.
Hey, bud. Down here in Kentucky, we only do full sends only.
That's facts.
Like,
if my high cap is on the edge, I'm just putting in the case for the rest of the day.
He said, "What's your?" I got a comment that says, "What's your semi rate of fire on your HPA?" Well, that depends.
How fast does your finger move?
Yeah, with speed triggers in there, and I have mine tuned pretty close. I can get it super fast. I haven't seen a faster shooter in semi than Bobby though.
Yeah.
No, or he can spam a high kappa like.
It goes Bobby, me and Mace, B, Steve.
Yeah, B's fast.
B's fast.
Dude, spamming the trigger on a high kappa, dude, you can do it, but your accuracy is zero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm talking about like rifle. Like I'm talking about what they're best suited with. Like Bobby in general, depending on high kappa or HPA or AEG, he's quick with it. So
Freeland said, one bad thing about high kappa, if you have one spare part, then you feel obligated to build another high kappa.
isn't that the truth?
Hey, no parts left behind.
Like you almost have to give them away so you don't build another one.
Yeah. Yeah, you just give away a $20 part. You give away a $20 part so you don't spend $800.
It come down to like a spare trigger or something, and the next thing you know, you're building around that trigger.
It's too good to just sit there. It wasn't meant to just sit in the spot. It's meant to be used.
As much tech work as I've seen, Freeland put on Instagram, he's working on his stuff, man. I believe it. What about that Limcat one that Harrison has? Did you see that over the weekend? He had it built for high school colors or something like that.
Oh yeah. I saw that. It's got like HTK and then Wildcats on it.
That thing is like uber light. Like you wouldn't even know you're holding it.
Dude,
pretty much all it is mag weight.
One high kappa that I would just put in a case and not use is that one that Sutton gave Jason at HTK.
Wasn't it gold or something like that? Like a gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was all color matched. Fully built. That's easily a 2 grand pistol. Easy.
Man, you know it is. You might as well say 2 grand.
Yeah.
Just to save everybody the heartache of looking it up.
Dude, I'd put that in like a little glass case and just put that in the shop. It's like a decoration.
Yeah, that's a trophy gun.
Like right behind the counter so everybody can see it.
Dude, it looks way too nice to use.
Yeah, no, like you can't have it hidden in the dark either.
Oh, it's too nice. It's too nice to use, and it's too nice to sit in the dark. You have to like display it.
Yeah, like what you said, glass case, like behind the counter somewhere, or just somewhere like people. The way they have it set up, I would set it in like the center floor of the room and just let y'all admire it. What's that bed called, Steve? You might know what it is, and I'm not shooting at you just because you're older.
What is it?
Like the bed that spins around in 360, a complete 360.
How old do you think I am? A bed that's built 360. You talking about like in one of those luxury hotels that it spins and
Like a complete 360 degree.
I don't
360 degree.
I wouldn't know what to call it. I mean,
But yeah, like something like that.
I grew up sleeping on the floor.
Put the pistol on one of those where it spins in a 360 and let everybody get a perfect angle of it at any time they felt like.
Would be an attention getter right there.
Oh, dude. Like you walk into a room, like,
that's the first thing you see.
Yeah, like I'm not I don't want to spend a whole lot. Sees that, willing to chop off an arm and leg for a high cap.
Predator, that's what it's called, a Lazy Susan. I was just thinking that.
Lazy, okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I just now seen a comment over on Facebook. I'm sorry, y'all. Often we end up caught up in the comments over on the YouTube channel more than anything. Brandon Smith asked if it was a filament or a resin printed. I'm assuming he's talking about my slide from earlier, and I believe that's resin printed and not filament. If I understand correctly, I think a lot of color ones are filament, but don't hold me to that. I don't know much on the printed ordeal. And my wife and Esmond are completely against me getting a printer, so maybe I'll never learn.
Yeah. All right. If one of your teammates, listen to me. If one of your teammates already has a 3D printer and is working it pretty much night and day for the team and everybody else to have what they need, what is the point of having another one?
Well,
Steve, no talking.
Because I want one. I mean, it's like that's like saying one of my teammates has a TM. Well, I don't need to use one because a teammate has one. I can use it whenever.
That's different. Oh no, that's different because you get to build a TM towards your personality.
And see, I could have a printer that fits my personality and sitting right next to me.
I don't think it works.
It don't work like that. It don't.
Yeah, I will say though, I'm digging those PVZ end caps for like those.
They're great, aren't they?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Pops, Brian made that for us. A couple of them, and they are super dope. Puts a little bit of the personal touch and team touch to them.
Puma's got a point though. 2 3D printers does double your productivity.
I agree, and I'm just saying, like, hey, I'm sitting in here. I'm designing something, and I'm like, I gotta send it over to Brian, and then he's gotta print it. And then what if something was wrong, or I break it right then when I get back? Then I'm like, hey man, I need you to take out 7 more hours of your day to print this. I'm just
saying. As of right now, we don't need one.
Man, Puma's my dog. He's over here talking about, twice the amount of productivity. I agree. See, me and Puma going in business. We're gonna get a printer.
All right. Did you tell said Puma how much another 3D printer will cost?
Look, let's not get into the details right now. All right.
No. You serious about it? Let's get into the details. How much was that?
Cool. It was cool when I was in Nathan's house watching that thing print that slide. Yeah, pretty cool.
No, somebody asked if we're still reviewing guns. No, we're not reviewing guns, actually. The title's still stuck on there. It'll change after this goes down. the title will officially change.
But yeah, no, another 3D printer is just a lot right now. And I'm just saying, like, we don't need one. If we ever come to the point where we need another one, oh wow, Puma, leave it alone.
Puma's right. We're gonna print all kinds of stuff. We'll have a whole lower before we know it printed.
No, we're gonna have a whole 3D printed gun before we realize it.
Yo, Predator says he has a 3D printer. Dang,
I mean, see,
3D print me a slide. I'll run a 3D printed slide.
I got the file for it somewhere. Oh, that just reminds me. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to send that to somebody the other day, and I completely forgot.
Wow.
Sometimes I need people to remind me to remind myself.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Off topic from Airsoft. When I was looking at the post, I saw Houdini's name. Well, we're gonna talk about that, Steve. We're gonna talk about that bowling event we had.
Oh.
Dude, this man Houdini, dude. I've never seen somebody like curve a bowling ball so hard.
Yeah, you thought it was a baseball pitcher. How good he was curving.
Dude. Yeah, I saw his name. I thought about that man. That dude is good at bowling. Good thing I didn't go against him.
But I got to toot my own horn. When it comes to that spare I picked up twice with James when he would throw the ball and I was right behind him. No, for real, Esmond, you should have seen it. All right, he's bowling. He throws the ball, and as soon as he throws it, I'm right behind him throwing my ball. He would hit the pins, knock them down, and I'm not kidding. Twice, I picked up what would have been the spare, right behind it. You know, he hits down 7. I knocked down the last 3 on the way.
They put 2 balls down at one time, and it counted as a strike.
So basically, y'all cheated the system. That's
yes, we cheated the system. You know, if that's what you want to call it, I call it teamwork. You know.
The times that they did it, it wasn't on video. But when I can't remember, someone went to video it, and then they would mess it up.
Yeah, Constantine got a video of it, but we messed it up on that one.
Mm-hmm. But that's pretty cool, dude. I look over and I see 2 balls going down, and then ping, ping, and I was like, oh.
Dude, it was so muddy last weekend. So muddy.
Good thing I had them soccer cleats on.
My boots are still sitting outside.
I got video of busting my ass.
Oh, yeah, I busted it, too. Predator rounded a corner so we could push up to the woods when we were attacking on breach, and we went through the little ditch, and I went in the same spot Predator did, but my foot caught this little divot, and I went face first into the creek.
I didn't fall this year. It's cool.
Yeah, I picked that one up for you.
Yeah, I didn't fall this year. I'm A-okay with that. But hopefully we gotta get everybody out for the 9 year.
Hey, I'm down to go.
Like, for real. It's going to literally be probably twice as much.
See, that's the 9 year. That's the year. Man, I would love to try to do all this again. Now, I know y'all had to drive so far, and that's what I hate. It's how far y'all had to drive.
I think with traffic, I think it was about the same amount of time as it took to get us to HTK. So it took almost 9 hours just to get up there.
Jeez. How far are y'all? You ever been to CartCon? It's right outside of Nashville?
No, I haven't been there. Matter of fact, we were going to stop by Nashville Airsoft on the way back, but we were going through Nashville like 11:30, and I didn't realize that Nashville Airsoft don't open until 1 on Sundays. And I was like, dang. But I haven't been there before. I never even heard of them until this weekend when y'all were talking about it.
Nashville Airsoft? Or CartCon?
No, CartCon.
CartCon's a lot of fun. I'd like to go back down there.
Dude, we got to go when it's cold, though, or fall.
I mean, it's already October. I'm just saying, like, we can just pick a date next month.
Yeah, nah, because, look, Garen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean Addison, but there's a hill over there. Dude, that's not a joke of a hill.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's a hill.
It's a fun place, though, man. It's, there's a lot going on out there. I got this area that's called a Thunderdome, basically in the center of it, where you can't use full auto or nothing, no minimum engagement. And it's a lot of kind of a CQB kind of vibe to it, going through certain doors, and it's like it almost circles in a way, and you can go through each one of these doors, and you get that vibe of CQB, but at the same time, if you just kind of step out of that wall, you're back into open play of like an area.
A Predator just said let's get a group to go to CartCon because he hasn't been.
That's surprising that he hasn't been to CartCon yet. Like,
Hey, it's like right in the middle of like all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make this happen right now.
Like, yeah, this could literally be a next month ordeal, right? Planned
like right now.
Because I like last time we did it, we grilled, and dude, I was probably one of the best ideas we've ever had.
Which I think was February, March of this year when we went. I think February.
Dude, let's go when they have a Nashville tournament. So we play at CartCon and they go like right up the street to Nashville.
That's true.
I want to play one of the Nashville SpeedQB tournaments, man. I want to see what the Tennessee team's got going on.
They're fun. We'll be there Saturday playing another one.
And you already know what the match of the night's going to be.
Let's see. Okay, I'm just saying, November 6th is the next.
Esme, you look so confused.
I am. Talking about fight night?
Nah, the main event, you know who it's going to be. M&R FTV rematch.
We'll see. We'll see.
Nah,
we might meet.
Honestly, I wanted to play y'all at HTK, but we never did.
Only an open, only the practice. That was it.
Like that's
because y'all in practice y'all won the first round and we won the second round.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to get a real live match with y'all.
Oh yeah.
Like,
and see, we're all chill, so I mean, there's gonna be no BS.
no, like that's what.
No, because we're chill. That's the point. It's like us playing B team. We all love each other, but we're about to give each other hell out there.
Oh yeah, don't peek. Like if you're peeking, you better be already pre-firing because there's overshooting left and right.
Yes.
Guaranteed. Like you're not gonna just be able to look down a lane and be like, I can sit here for like 2 or 3 seconds and be alright.
The only advantage y'all have is we never played there before.
They're always changing it up. So.
Oh.
Yeah, last month when they changed it up, we like it a lot better the way it was changed now. It added some areas that, well, we'll keep our names to our names, what we call them, but they switched it up a little bit and widened it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's so much better. It gives more angles of stuff. But I gotta brag on somebody that in here is Cujo, plays for Slaughter Gang. He played Snake last time when he was there, and I've been seeing a few of his little videos lately. He is coming a monster with that pistol. Like he is a significant.
Oh yeah, I'd watch those videos, man. He's good.
He's a threat.
Big time.
Yeah, nah.
He's a real threat. Slaughter Gangs, I love that team, dude. They're just their whole vibe and the way they play, their style. Dude, them guys are on point.
Yeah. Not gonna lie though, like going down there for the first time, I don't know if Steve felt like this or anything, but I feel like Slaughter Gang was gonna be one of those teams that we were just gonna become like rivals with.
I never thought about it, but I could see it. But
like I wasn't trying to say it in a mean way or like we were just because it was Slaughter Gang. It was just because I don't know, we didn't know who to like.
Both aggressions, the aggression of both teams.
Like we didn't know where we needed to place our friendship and our trust with at the time. But now that we know, it's
because they're a very aggressive team, and that's the way we all like to play. It's just very aggressive.
Well, if you're playing SpeedQB, I don't think being passive is the way to go.
Mm-mm. Like passive and slow will lose a match 99% of the time.
Yeah, you're playing passive, dude. The other team's gonna get to 50 off the break, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, what just happened?"
Dude, I was watching some film over in California, and there was this there was a newer team. You could tell they were all green in the face, get stepping on the field, and they had stepped to like extreme tonics is what they were called, or something like that. It was bad. Extreme tonics was like on their 5th or 4th season of SpeedQB. This was their first, and you could tell it off the rip. Extreme was at the 50 on the flag and like already posted up, while the other team was just kind of like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, we all started off like that. Everybody starts off like that, but it's just different seeing like a seasoned team versus a green team, like on the same match, and like be able to tell the skill level just within a few moments.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. Like, if you feel like you want to do SpeedQB, you can do it, or please do it. Please do it. It's one of those things it's going to take time with. You ain't going to just be able to hop right into it. And
No, you're going to put reps in.
Yeah, like, I'm not asking you to put your details out, but like, how many reps do you think you've put in between when you started SpeedQB until now?
Way too many. Oh my God. I got 4 years worth of SpeedQB, and I just got to regionals for the first time.
So like, where you go? Like, we've had almost, I think, a year, Steve.
Pushing.
Yeah, all right. So we've had a year of SpeedQB, but as an aggressive team, that's how we played. So one just translating over to the other, and then it feeds. And yeah, we were at regionals as well.
We all like to play aggressive though, and sometimes that's I don't know. At ACS, that can be a problem sometimes that we're aggressive and people are like, they get mad at us.
Yeah. I mean, you see me running towards you with a rifle, and I'm just going through a whole mag of 250 on semi. What are you supposed to do? Like,
I thought about running Pops' drum mag for an M4. I thought about it.
hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've always been against 3.2s, but since it was a special weekend and you was like praising on 3.2s, it was like, I'll try them out. I can't go back to 2.8s.
Yeah, I'm loving them 3.0s I run. I run them indoors, run them outdoors. Love them.
Can't like the accuracy and the range I'm allowed to get off of 3.2 now.
On a flat hop.
All right, so this man was sleeping on me when I told him flat hop is key right now.
Who?
You.
No, I've been running a flat hop for like a year on my Jack.
I've been running flat hop since I started airsoft. So.
Okay, I know y'all are over here talking about whose head's flatter and all, but I'm over here in the works in the comment or in the messaging trying to work up some November 6th, see who's down for CartCon. November 6th. That's it's just shy of a month. Yeah, just shy of what is a month? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Should be. Yeah, a month.
What month?
Yeah, the first Saturday in November.
Yeah. But
that might be a possibility.
It was you and Houdini. It was y'all two. Well, Houdini was running S-Hop for a while. I'm like, bro, go to a flat.
I don't know what that is.
You don't have to ask him to explain that. He explained it to me while he was down here, and
wait, who?
He just put in the comments that he runs the S-Hop in 3.2s.
That's Puma. All right, Puma, you're on here. Like, message us real quick so we can explain to the people what an S-Hop is. We got flat hop, we got R-Hop, now what's the S-Hop?
Yeah, I know R-Hop, you had to put like a little patch over that like pop-up window, and it's weird.
That's an S-Hop.
That's R-Hop. R-Hop, you had to put like on the little window where the nub comes down and pushes the bucking. You had to put like a patch over it. It's just weird.
Oh, then I don't. The way I was understood, R-Hop, you had like just a rounded nub that you put down in there.
There's way too many, so I could be confused. I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say there might be a different style of R hop as well. So
Apparently, the best R hop stuff you can get comes from Umbrella Armory.
everybody says that though.
Yeah, well, I watched some Dutch the Hooligan videos. Oh,
But like he is like the exclusive of Umbrella Armory.
dude, he's got like a little rifle about as long as ours that shoots like 300 feet. I'm like,
Yeah, I can't get mine at. I mean, mine can shoot pretty far, but at I don't know, maybe
I don't know about no
100,
300 feet.
125 foot. I'm really starting to curve. Like I can almost, rainbow that some bitch over to you, but
But now with 3.2s, I think at like 225, maybe 250, I start losing you. Somewhere in that range. But shoot, at that point,
yeah.
See,
yeah.
and I was being quiet. Yeah, Houdini said the rubber hop is the R hop. So like, yeah, the small little thing that goes on top of the
it's
window
got a
is
little
the R
rubber-
hop. That's what I was thinking,
got a
but I
rubber-
was kind of being quiet to see.
Yeah, it's got that rubber patch that goes in the hop-up window.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
it was. Which is R hop.
Now you say S-hop, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never
S-hop.
heard of one, never ran one.
the way I understood it is there's like you use Teflon tubing inside of the barrel and the surge molds to the curve and set in the patch in the window. And it's an S-hop.
Sounds way too complex. Flat hops are super easy and they do about just as good.
If not better.
Yeah. So like I do, the hardest part of a flat hop is flipping the bucking inside out.
You can't do that. I've sat there and like struggled trying to reflip it and not have to tear my whole gun apart. But ultimately, you still have to tear your whole gun apart to reflip it.
Now I have to do it the hard way and take a razor blade and file it down. I haven't gotten a Dremel and just sanded it down or whatever.
Nope. But dude, I will say it was a blast having y'all down.
It was fun.
It really was. And dude, putting your buddies F2 together that night. Oh my gosh.
Hey, we didn't touch that fusion, dude. We let him do that.
No. Hey, look. Asked me to put a red line in, cool. Asked me to throw a jack or F2 in, cool. Asked me to do a Kythera, I'm gonna be upset. Cool.
Do a fusion?
I'm not touching it.
Nope.
I'm not touching it. I'm not opening one up. I'm not looking start one. I never watched a video on one. Can't do it.
My drop-in units, like the F2 and all them, dude, my knowledge is up here. But the fusion, down here.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about the fusion.
Hey, I'm gonna. You basically have to reteach me. That's how that's gonna go. I'm gonna have to go back to school to learn how to mess with a fusion.
do the amped airsoft pleb to pros.
Yeah, no, seriously. If somebody asks me, hey, you know anything on a fusion? I'm a pleb. I'm 100% a pleb on that.
Yeah.
We either do that. I mean, it ain't got to be the 6th, but it'll be the 20th. But we, 2 teammates are saying we got a tournament at Nashville November 6th, which yes, we do.
Yeah, the 20th is a no for us because that'll be the third Saturday of the month, so we'll have our SpeedQB tournament.
On the 20th.
Yeah, it's every the third Saturday of every month.
Yeah, we couldn't on the 13th because, well, we don't know yet because the tournament at ACS is the 13th. We don't know if that's getting changed or what. I'm just saying, man. Like, whatever day we come up with, which I'm sure all the Nashville guys would probably be, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump for them. I'm sure most of them guys would be.
Like Known Enemy and Revelation will come down for that as well.
Yeah, Caleb's got to check with teammate and scheduling and stuff, so.
The ACS tournament?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it may change. We don't know yet. So.
That's all we're kind of waiting on. Like, as soon as we get information on where when it's gonna happen and everything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all.
We may consider it, but that one will probably be a no for us.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Like I said, it's a situation of.
And y'all is the 20th.
We went to Indiana last month. We went to Kentucky this month.
Maybe the end of November, 27th or something like that. We could do it. That's the last Saturday of the.
Look,
that won't work for me, Tim, or Zach, because we're gonna have college finals.
Look, this is the part about being trying to grow the culture. You gotta travel.
It's the pro experience.
Exactly. You gotta start somewhere.
I like to see it.
See, when we won that SpeedQB tournament, we were all like, man, now we feel obligated to travel.
You do though.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, just because you want the best experience possible, and you want some like good competition. So you got to go where the competition's at.
That's fact.
ACS this past weekend was where the competition was at. Dude, everyone was. We had PBZ, Rev, Saturday.
Praetorians.
Yeah, Praetorians.
And a bunch of pissed off rentals.
The only thing is that we were all on the same team. We didn't mix it up.
All right, Ethan Blackman. All right, to answer your question, for the TK45, I'm pretty sure is not a standard version 2 gearbox. So you have to figure that out first.
No, the TK45 is the same body as like the Vector, almost.
Is it a version 2?
No, it's not.
Yeah, okay.
So weird.
Yeah, so you would have to figure out what version that is, because I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
I can tell you in a second.
But
what brand is that? It's KWA, yeah.
Yeah. He said she has the, I'm assuming it's the KWA TK45.
She wants TK45 3-round burst, not full auto. Oh man, she has the TK45. She wants HPA. What is the best to use? She wants the 3-round burst, not full auto.
It uses the
F2. Yeah, the F2 or a jack.
I would.
The TK45 uses the KWA version 2.5 gearbox, 2.5. Now, what that means? No clue.
All right.
Can it hold the engines? Is the question. Not every gearbox. Like I know an ASL. Count it out. Boxes don't hold engines.
That is something you would have. I would take to your local tech.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like I said, I don't. None of us has a TK45. None of us has worked on one, so I can't
run version 2.
Yeah, so like, we can't give you a flat out answer on that much. But for as far as what engine to put in, these guys are saying F2s. I'm saying jack only because a jack is simpler, less to program, and it's easy to program to a 3-round burst. You know, you go to an F2, a little bit more into it to getting it set up. But once you got it set up, you're in there. Air efficiency, you know, it's quick, reliable. You know, you just got to mess with 2 solenoids instead of 1. Outside of that, I would just go with a jack. If you never had an HPA, I would go with a jack just because it's simpler and less to set up.
Yeah, the jack's definitely a good entry level. That and the F1. Mm-hmm. Now I went to jack. I didn't use the F1. But...
I like my jack. I like to have an F1, or an F1 or F2, but I mean, my jack does everything I need it to do.
Garen can agree with me on this one. out of the Jack and the F2 gives you a slight bit more accuracy just because of the closed bolt setup.
Yeah, it's a lot more consistent. And I noticed an air efficiency improvement a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, once you get, like I said, once you get it tuned, like once you sit down with a chrono and sit there and actually get it tuned, F2 will sit there. You could, I think, before I messed up my last board, I had it tuned just right, and I was going through maybe like 2 tanks in a day.
Boomer said he said the last time he heard the TK45 were a lot of fun to HPA.
I don't know if it's sarcasm or like for real.
Sarcasm.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, man. I just.
There you go.
Come on,
Union Jack all the way.
I love the F2.
See, I got both. And I like. To me, both have their ups and downs. Jack's a lot faster just because it's an open bolt system, but it uses a lot of air. F2 is a lot more consistent.
I got both too.
So, like, I don't know. Look, I would just go with a Jack. But as far as the TK45 situation will go, don't go with a TK45. Go with a T6, some version 2, something that is either version 2, version 3, so you don't have to sit there and try to custom cut anything.
Well, see, like I would say like 90% of the community knows, 100% of the community knows how to work on a version 2. So if you have like questions, I mean, anyone can help you.
Yeah.
But once you start getting like the 2.5, the 3, stuff like that,
see,
I can't help. I can't.
Version 3s are AKs. That's not that hard. You might have some funny business with the trigger.
That's what I was going to say, the trigger boards and stuff.
Yeah, you might have some funny business with the trigger board, but outside of that, I mean, it's just an AK. It's just that 2.5 where it sits in between the two that is weird. Because the trigger board might not line up where the old trigger lays. The nozzle might sit too far back or too far forward.
See, but Predator, bro, fusions are so confusing. Like,
and expensive.
Dude, it's like $540 for a version 2 version.
Yeah. And then there's so many parts that go into it. Like you have a low flow nozzle, a low flow pop it, a low and then you have like high flow, low flow. The nozzle colors, it depends on like how much air gets through the nozzle. It could be a range of like what I think 5, like 280 to like 3 something. There's just a lot that goes into it part wise into a fusion engine.
See, F2s are nice and they're a lot easier, but I would say as far as tuning capabilities, the Fusion has everybody beat. I feel like the Fusion can be tuned a lot better than anything. I don't know. I like the F2. It's easy.
I think that's what the F2 is. I think the F2 is a baby version of the Fusion engine just because, honestly, you can tune them all for the exact same. The only difference is you don't have to switch out the nozzles, the low flow pop it, the low flow this, or the high flow this, and the low flow that. And
with the F2, it's just your regular pop it or the low flow in the same nozzle.
Yeah. And so F2 is great because, like as I see it, it's a baby fusion engine, and you can have it as an open bolt or a closed bolt.
So you can run it like a Jack or a Fusion.
Right, yeah. But I'm pretty sure you can run the Jack as a closed bolt as well.
Mm-mm.
No, you can't?
Because it's just an open bolt only system, the Jack and the F1.
Okay, then I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I was told wrong information. But yeah, you can run the F2, but you can run the F2 as open bolt or closed bolt. That is 100%. But I like the Jack better as far as open bolt system goes.
Predator said his Fusion's in parts on his desk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Predator and Tim, they can stick to the Fusions, dude.
Yeah, no, y'all can have the Fusions.
No, my buddy Zach on the team, he's still running his Fusion. I'm trying to get him to convert to an F2, and he's like, no.
If he has a tune right, I understand why he wouldn't want to touch it. Or like, if you're just getting into everything and you just don't like inherit the Fusion Engine, because they are like the cheapest one I've ever seen was like $515. I think the F2 is like what, 3 something.
2's like $420.
Like
The
what?
jack is $315.
Okay. Still cheaper than Fusion Engine by far.
Anything's cheaper than a Fusion.
Hell, you can buy a new car cheaper than Fusion.
So like, yeah, I'm still sticking with my jack. My jack's my baby.
Yeah, I refuse to come off
Yeah,
that
I
much
ran-
for Fusion.
I ran my jack for 4 years, and I had no issues. I just wanted an upgrade.
Sorry, I was getting some information. But yeah. Well, I don't know if you're still here, but go with a jack, just not the TK45. Leave the TK45 alone. It's a KWA. They're good anyways. Just don't do it.
Anything that runs a version 2 gearbox, that's what you want.
Yes. Like I think the T6, or just get get it like I think T6 that runs the version 2 gearbox. Just run one
Yeah,
of
the
those.
T6 is like a little PW.
Yeah. I mean, and you're golden at that point. You know, PDW small. You just run it 4 mags instead of the proprietary TK45 mags.
Dude, what I want is the KWA, the Ronin 47.
Buddy Puma has one.
It's like it's the one Demo has. Like he has the Kaiju version, but it's like a PDW AK.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, it's so nice.
Now in that one, in his, he does have a brushless motor. Oh my god. The range on it.
The T6 runs a 2.5. Really? That can't be right because it looks like an M4 body.
It is. But you can still get a 2.5 inside an M4 body.
Max, if you want an M4 or an M4 under 300, combat machine, G&G combat machine all day.
ARP! Wrong with you
I will
people?
stand behind the combat machine forever.
Yeah, no. Okay. I will stand behind G&G and their combat machines forever. But I will say, Lancer Tactical's version 3s or Gen 3s are coming out, and they are.
The Lancers are good.
They're getting up there. Like they've switched management and material people and stuff like that. Their version 3s, I've seen some videos where people literally drop in the gears to make it either SSGs or DSGs because they come like pre-MOSFETted. Now,
I noticed that a lot of things are coming pre-MOSFET. Like the G&Gs have that Perrin MOSFET.
so
I forgot what Lancer uses. Oh, so you've been looking at the Gen 3s already.
yeah. So I look, in my opinion, I would just go. I'm sitting in a tough position again because I started off with a combat machine and it's great, but for efficiency plus money, I would lean a little bit more towards a Lancer Tactical Gen 3 only because it comes pre-MOSFETted, where the combat machine doesn't explicitly say it does anymore.
Just join the ARP gang with me, Max.
Don't listen to Steve.
Please
No.
listen to Steve.
ARP mags are
Go with them. We'll look at
ARP.
Lancers using Zion MOSFET. All right, see now you're missing out stuff.
Everybody talking shit when I say something about the ARP, but who wants to touch my gun every time I see it? Everybody.
I don't.
Everybody.
Not me.
Let me see it.
All right,
Can I see it? Let me see.
All right, so now you're listing off it. The Lancers uses Zion MOSFET. I don't know what a Zion MOSFET is. I just know it comes pre-MOSFETted, which is kind of the basis of an SSG or a DSG, correct?
Yeah, because they all use MOSFETs. Usually they use the Titans.
Right.
Well, the Titan or the Aster. The Aster is the cheaper version of the Titan.
I've heard guys use. What is it called? Goliath or it's a
Gorilla?
G-Man.
No.
That's for HVAC.
Yeah, traceries. I know what you're talking about too.
If you know what I'm talking about, it starts with a G, like
Are you talking about the
Goliath.
trigger boards though?
It's an
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Acer and the Gate Titan.
Yeah, the Acer and the Titan, they're both gate MOSFETs.
but it's a. I want to say I'm going with Goliath. Those are your basis models for an SSG or a DSG, and the fact that it comes pre-MOSFETed, like I said, I don't know if the Zion MOSFET is like the worst thing ever, or it's kind of like mid-tier compared to everything.
Yeah, but you are talking about the gates are upgrades though. Those are something you stack in there later. I mean, if you're talking about regular MOSFET, like I'm not familiar with that name. So like, are you saying like MOSFET ready for like 11 lipo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they come with MOSFETs already.
Yeah,
like
because some come MOSFET ready, but that's not indicating it's a gate. That's something you can put in there later.
Yeah, gates you have to buy and then put in.
Yeah.
The Titan's like the $100 and something version. The Aster's like the $60 or $70 version.
So that name he's referring to, I don't know what those little MOSFETs are called.
Yeah, Perrin. That's what G&G know.
Looking it up because I'm now curious.
Max said the ARP mid caps are bad, but they look really good. I have no issues with my mid caps. I run the Classic Army 120 mids. I have no issue with. I've had one issue with one, and the spring just will not glide up. I don't know why. Other than that, the G&G mags, yeah, they're trash. They're about as good as a fake grenade throwing it into a room.
If you want mid caps, go with either the PTS EPMs or the PTS EPM ones. Those are the only two I recommend.
Yeah, the EPM. Yeah, and sometimes I had my old G&G M4 would not. I had a Pro Win hop up in it at the time with the jack, and it did not like the EPM ones when it come out.
I'm using the Pro
Win. It would feed EPMs all day long, but EPM ones, it did not like them.
Yeah, I've used the same. I have the same Pro Win hop unit that I got 4 years ago, and dude, I love that Pro Win. I haven't jumped to the Max yet.
I got the Max now, and I really like the Max. But the Pro when I used it, I didn't need to upgrade. I just wanted to. I just wanted a Max. So.
I run the Max in my tourney gun, but I run a retro arms in my F2. But the retro arms is just kind of like the pass around hop up that we have amongst the team. I'm not trying to spend another like $60-something on a Max.
All right,
I think I spent like 30 on that Pro Win 4 years ago.
Yeah,
and I love it.
We got a comment that says just a little info for you guys. All KWA guns that has the PDW stock is all their 2.5 gearboxes. They call them 2.5 is because they're upgraded their shells to be MOSFET drop-in ready. So if you wanted to...
So it's just a version 2 that you can drop a MOSFET in?
Yeah, it's already ready to... So I guess there's no trimming or anything like that need to be done to get it to fit in there. Well, that's good to know. I mean, I don't...
Like, none of us really have a KWA gun.
Yeah, we're not...
That's the issue. Like, if we had a KWA gun, we would have the right information to give you.
Oh, he's giving that to us, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, you're giving that to us, so now we can pass it on to somebody else if they ask us. What I got to say to that is, I try it.
Okay, they say correct. So, yeah, it's just a version 2 that you can drop a MOSFET in. Well, then why don't they just call it a version 2? Because on a version 2, you can just drop a MOSFET in.
I think you got to trim a little bit on...
okay.
Some of them, I think it's maybe where a screw goes, a specific screw. I completely forgot when I did a little bit of it. Because I had a Titan put in mine at first. And then it just forget all that. I'll leave it there. So that's just why I like HPA better. You just drop the engine in, get everything going, and you just go. Let's hop up by the way.
Yep.
Whatever y'all say in the comments, that's y'all. I'm sticking by my pro win. I'm sticking by it. I love it.
The pro win is good. I'm not against it, but I agree. I like the max. I did. Pumbaa, you said you had the problem with the BBs feeding. I did it first, but the actual spring that holds that latch together where it doesn't drop the BBs, that little micro spring under it, I removed it completely. So my BBs fall out because that's all it's really doing is just conserving BBs. I think you save like 4 or 5.
3 or 4, yeah.
And it was irrelevant to me. So I removed it, and I haven't had a feeding issue since with it.
I haven't had the Pro Win. All I have is the Max, so I really can't speak on anything. But the Max is good.
I mean, honestly, the Max is just, I would say, just probably a nicer, better built version of the Pro Win. I guess that's just the way to say it.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of tech work. I'm not against it. I was actually flirting with the idea, and I'm not against it, of having an AEG just to work on. Just to learn a little bit more. Like I said earlier, I can get it together. I'll get it to shoot, but that's not the point of what I'd want to do. I'd like to learn how to shim it and do all that stuff. But that's just, I think maybe I don't have the patience for it.
Yeah. All I know is the Pro Win, it feeds my EPMs, so I'm chilling. It did it on my Jack and my F2, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's why I said I don't feel like spending another 60 something on a Max.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, if my Pro Win ever broke, I'd probably get a Max.
I would like to have, being my specific build, how it is, like I have my tracer on my speed cannon, I have to remove it every time to turn it on and do all that kind of silly stuff. I'd like to have the yellow tracer max and wired in there in a way where I can, it's always on, running straight off the same battery.
As long as you have the blue or yellow Pro version of the Max, all you gotta do is just buy that Max Tracer version, just put it in on the window.
See, I don't know. I ain't had the.
What colors do you need? Or which version?
It is, yeah, you can use either the blue or the yellow Max. You just have to have the Pro version, not the Sport version.
How do you know the difference between the Pro and the Sport?
The Pro's got the latch for the BBs.
Yeah, we're the Pros.
I got the
That's what I was kind of wondering.
I think there's only like a $10 difference between the two, if I'm correct.
Well, I'd like to have one of them to have it in my hob like that and not have to deal with
Yeah, because you don't have to run a tracer on the end of your barrel at all.
Right.
Because you go through the hollow chamber. You just got to wire a separate battery into it.
Which in that case, I could
run it straight to the back.
Yeah.
Run it straight to the back.
Down to my battery.
Second battery, like in the stock, if you have a stock space for it.
Well, I don't, being my Euro, but I guess it's possible to run it off the battery if you wired it in correctly. I'd have to double check on, I guess, voltage and amperage kind of situation there to see if it would work.
Yeah, like Predator. I don't know. Yeah, Predator. I've never seen anybody. I don't know anybody that's ran the tracer function through the Max. I just know you can. Which I guess for Euro Tactics builds with those tiny barrels, I mean, I guess that'd be a great option.
Pumbaa saying that they had an issue of the trigger. Oh wait, hold up. I mean, FCU harness burning up, or so. Yeah.
That's if you wired it to the FCU.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Not wiring it to that, but actually wiring it where
to a battery.
Yeah, it could go. But that's when I was kind of wondering how much amperage or what, how much is it using to actually, because that would depend, I guess, on wire size, like gauge size and stuff, what you use, and you'd probably have to do the homework with that. But I'm willing to bet it would work.
Well, you remember Steve at the SYG tournament. Demo's just stopped working like mid game.
His hop.
His Euro.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one. I might have.
No, at
The Europe
the
game?
tournament, the SYG tournament at Nashville, our first one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
He, like mid game, like you just see him put the gun down and not use it again. I think it's because it just stopped working.
Today, HPA battery works just fine. It's good to know. That may have to be something I'll have to look into to getting that little light for the window then.
I just put the links in the chat. You can get them to see, you know how there's 2 clear windows, like one on each side.
Mm-hmm.
They make 2 different models. You can either do one side or both sides. I sent the links in there. One's 24 and one's 29.
I like to have it on both sides to make sure it's lit up really well.
But it's got like a little adapter in there where you can run like, you know, like the little like rectangular like brick looking batteries, like tiny ones, like 7 volts, whatever.
Yeah. That's what
With a little piece on the top. Yeah, you can clip it in and wire it to that.
I would have to try to wire it off a separate battery just so it doesn't burn out the trigger board or the FCU.
Yeah, dude, MFCU's like $80. Yeah, I would not want to burn one of them out.
No, I have one. It would go in my Euro. My Euro is the Gorilla, and those are like 150.
Yeah, if you want brighter tracers, yeah, the 2-sided. Yeah, I agree, Puma. The 2 sides better.
Yeah.
It's bright. It's like the brighter C for Ace Tech. It's got like the 3 rows of 7 LEDs.
So
That's like
is it function the same though on every trigger pull like your typical tracer, or is it always staying lit? Would be my.
See, I don't know.
Because it almost seems like it's pre-lighting them. You know, if it's coming through the window, it's seeing 2-3 BBs at a time.
So it'd probably have to be on the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering.
Until you unplug the battery.
Yeah.
Which, in that case, would run the battery down faster. But nonetheless, I mean, another backup battery, I mean, it's not really... Depends on how bad you want it.
But, well, you got to think, though. A 7.4 on a regular gun for us will last... I know it'll last me... A good charge will last me a month if I unplug it. So, using a tracer, like using a standard HPA battery for just a tracer unit, and you're just using it as the tracer unit, you might get a little bit out of it before you have to recharge it again. So having 2 batteries and just making sure they're partially charged before you leave.
See, that's not an option being if a Euro grip. There's no way I'm fitting another battery in there. It's not happening.
True enough. You would have to wire it to a second battery, but I'm telling you right now, I'd be too scared for something to burn out.
I don't know what they're called, but they have those extra extended where we have our caps at, the PVZ caps. I don't know what they're called. Predator might if he's still in here. Those little extension kind of box that go in the back.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So that would require just kind of running a wire a little different. You know, maybe through the gearbox. Well, no, there's no way to go through the gearbox because you'd have to... Because the nozzle alignment right there with the engine and stuff. Well, I guess it... Yeah, I guess you actually could.
You know what I'm saying? There's too much going into it.
There's a lot with that. But yeah, but just being able to remove the tracer, period. You don't have to worry about a tracer. It just like kind of opens up the realm of stuff you can do in the other area of the gun.
Mm-hmm.
With it wired to a separate battery, it is on constantly. Yeah, see, that's what I figured it would be on constantly because it is receiving the same power. I just wasn't sure if there was like almost like a sensor in there, like your normal. I just haven't looked into those yet enough. I've just always used, different style tracer units, excuse me. Which the BT is still my favorite. I can't use it and it sucks, but
I like the BT because of its chrono function.
I love that and being able to shoot red BBs.
That's the only thing I like about the BT is able to shoot red BBs.
Because I'm forced, because I have the speed cannon, I have to use the lighter S. It's my only option. Which sucks. It almost makes me want to change the rails. But
As soon as you get the speed cannon, you have your option of a
you mean
tracer.
the slim cannon?
I mean, yeah, the slim cannon.
Yeah. I don't. It's too slim.
Oh my.
It's too slim. Come on, man. You know it. I mean, it looks good on some. I don't know. It looks good on some, but it's just not. I'd rather have a little bulkiness there.
Hey, what's y'all's longest podcast y'all done? Off topic.
Flowers.
Probably 2. Yeah, probably. I think we've been on there, what?
Hour and a half.
Almost an hour and a half, dude. I was about to say, we're about to set a record.
That's what happens when people get to conversating with us. And this was just a chilling podcast, so it...
Honestly, this turned more into a Q&A through the comments.
That's cool. Back and forth, too. You know, we're asking people in the comments, like...
Oh yeah, that's what I like about our podcast. We're always open to discussions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So the UVT 106 2.0s is what they come out with for the SSG ones. G&G completely made the version 2s for the SSG one. Longer, battery lasts is longer, and like you said, it's front rotary, turn on, turn off.
Which they should have made all of them like that. Like,
now you know what I can't wait for. I don't know if you saw the there was that gun reveal promo thing that SpeedQB posted a while ago. But did you see the SpeedQB logo brighter CSs with the color changing end caps?
I ain't seen that.
You have to go on SpeedQB's YouTube. It's just like a month, 2 months ago. But yeah, it's like some KWA special edition gun. It's got this SpeedQB license brighter CS with changing colored end caps on it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so you're talking about wiring it to the motor if it's an AEG and a power activated turns on LEDs. Yeah, that's something where each trigger pull sends electricity through to light it up.
Well, yeah, because that motor turns up, it's firing. So.
Phil said I should be able to... I don't know if he's talking directly to me, but he said should be able to use the G&G tracer they use on the SSG-1. No, it won't fit. Its diameter does not fit the speed cannon at all.
Yeah, we tried.
The speed cannon is directly only able to use the lighter S tracer.
Yeah, we've tried.
Yeah, it's just not an option.
Yeah, I run just the standard, just the lighter. Oh, you can't find those.
Mm-mm.
Alright then, Houdini. You have a good one.
I see Houdini.
See you.
I don't know. I'd like to... I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll do, because I was kind of done with my rifle, but I think I may end up looking into getting a rail. Man, that rail that Tristan's got, the carbon one, dope. Light as hell.
Dude, no, the one that Mason showed us. I am itching to get one.
His Euro Tactics build.
No, there's and I can't think. It's called Fuji something, and they have a pink rail.
Pinky.
Carbon fiber pink rail.
Are we looking this up for sure?
And I don't know if y'all know, but your boy is building a pink Euro gun.
And it's gonna be...
Dude, I would build a pink gun too, dude. Those are cool.
I've been vibing off that Monk Custom one they had, the pink one.
All right, yeah.
That was just nasty. I love that. Look at
There it
that,
is.
it's so good. But I don't know, the black goes good with it too, though.
I'm just look. I'm not saying take away all the black. I'm just saying from here up, add the pink rail, and I'd be happy. It already looks like a Slim Cannon too, so I don't have to worry about just give me the pink rail. That's all I need.
Keep like the black upper to match the black grip, but use the pink rail, dude.
Yes, that'd be it. That'll literally be it, and I'd be happy with the gun. Like it'd be complete. Ugh.
Dude, I can't even find these. Whatever you were talking about, the pink rails.
They're all the way from like out of Europe, like out of deep Spain, out of Europe, pretty much. And they're. Let me see if I can find it.
I found a 15-inch one. That's way too long.
I forgot that this was actually streaming on Twitch too.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any comments there though.
When it's,
I had one and I opened it and then I ended up creating a new one. So
Yeah, I found a 7-inch pink one on AliExpress.
yeah, something like that, and it's just something like that would just set that gun apart, and I'd be done. Like literally, I honestly would be done with that build. The only other thing I would want to do is instead of having
Esmond, check out that link I just sent you.
the only other thing that I would want is instead of having the what are you doing?
Yeah, I send you the right one.
Hold up, my computer's acting slow right now. Ooh.
Yeah, Esmond, your webcam frozen.
uh-oh.
Oh, where'd Esmond go?
We lost him.
Is he gonna lag out?
Probably.
I'm back. All right. Now hold up. Where'd you send that to me? Because now I can't find it.
It's in the general text channel for the PVZ podcast Discord.
I just want to look. It won't let me go to the general without leaving the. Other
No, I was on the podcast. I was able to do it.
All right, there we go. See, no, those aren't bad. The ones we're talking about were like basically like a Slim Cannon, but those aren't half bad either. I don't know. Might have to deal with the pink on this one. I don't know. The Slim Cannon look on that one just got me all buttered up.
Yeah, what's the difference between the speed cannon and slim cannon? Or is there a difference there?
Speed Cannon doesn't require you to have a outer barrel. You could just it gives you the stabilizer, your barrel, and then the end for the tracer. a slim cannon, it requires you to have an outer barrel, but you can use whatever tracer you want it.
Yeah, because I see on the Slim Cannon on Amp's website, it's got that like little like inch long outer barrel piece.
Yeah.
I definitely like the speed cannon better. Different strokes for different folks, you know, but
Yeah, in the description it even says it works with lighter S. Hey Steve, which length did you go with? 6?
yeah. I have the 6, and one of my teammates has one with has the 7. I thought the 6 was gonna be a little short, but no, that's perfect.
Well, you know, even the Speed Cannon's got the little outer barrel piece, just like the Slim Cannon does.
No, it doesn't. Once you click on it and you look at it, it doesn't.
On Amp's website is showing it for both.
The Mac Airsoft Carbon Fiber Slim Cannon.
Yeah.
Nah. It's that's just the inside of it. It's more open than you think. They still give you that little 1-inch stabilizer, but you can use an outer barrel for it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Like you can still take it off like a regular speed cannon, but you can actually use an outer barrel that you want to use and use whatever tracer unit you want as well.
So Slim Cannon, you can use what you want, but Speed Cannon, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the speed is only optional for the lighter S, is it?
That's why I said I'll go with a slim.
Man, Steve could have gone with the 7-inch Slim Cannon and ran his BT.
Right?
True, but it would almost been too long at that point, really.
Yeah, I mean, I run a 9-inch outer barrel or a rail. I was thinking about getting something smaller because I know Tim on that F2 build, he's running that 7-inch Daniel Defense rail.
I think I'm at like 6 inches with my Hero. And then on my rifle, I'm at 10. My F2 is like, I got a 10-inch rail.
Yeah, I'm running a 9-inch rail with a 7-inch outer barrel and a 1-inch extension, so like an 8-inch outer barrel. So that my tracer's tucked up into the rail a little bit. Cause I like that like tucked in look.
Yeah. I mean, that's how this one is. And then sometimes I'll swap out and have my UVT 106 in here instead of the blaster. The blaster is just a scared effect. It just looks good when the flash and stuff is on.
Oh, you know that Ace Tech, the Predator, the one with the suppressor with the built-in tracer?
Yeah.
You know they're coming out with the Mark III version? It's got like the fire effect too.
That's what that one has. It has the fire effect. But that's how it looked with the UVT 106 in it. Just flat.
Like for SpeedQB you run the UVT, but for like anything else you run that other one.
Oh yeah. I mean I can run the other one for SpeedQB. I mean, it's not that much of a difference for me. And so just preference at that point. Oh no, I'm thinking about getting a BT. I've been on the idea of it.
I've been thinking about getting a brighter C.
I just can't wait for this weekend and give this barrel a test run, a real test run. Because I know, look, me having these O-rings in here is just different. I don't know why. Like I don't know why I'm so stuck on that little bitty detail.
Your shot consistency should go up.
That's what I'm saying. Like little bitty.
There's no more play in it.
Yeah, no, like there's zero play. Like, and you would know because even if even with threads on it, you would still get a little play in it. Or, I mean, a thread adapter. I mean, that's the whole upper of the gun smacking right now. It's not the barrel itself.
You're running a 4.3 with the 5.1 barrel?
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying earlier. With the thread adapter and everything else, it doesn't move forward like traditional outer barrels will let it. So it sits in one spot. So, like, I'm assuming, not just backyard shoot, but I'm assuming with, like, inside and everything else, its accuracy is about to be a lot more devastating than what I'm used to. Like, a lot more. But oh yeah, I mean, unless anybody has any more questions for us, wait, hold up. Yeah, Tap definitely makes some. You can get them pre-oaked.
Yeah, Puma. See, I have two barrels for my 5.1. I got the 6.0 and the 6.03, and they have no markings on them. And I got them switched up, so I don't know which one's which. I should have got when I was at Mason's house. I should have got his little measuring device and figured out which one was which.
Chronograph and check out the FPS on it. Which one has a higher FPS?
Yeah, true.
Don't change her. That's what I would think. That'd be the first giveaway.
Yeah, because the 6.0 should have better FPS, tighter seal, more air behind the BB.
Yeah.
Predator said how many tracers is PBZ going through this weekend?
All of them.
Every one.
Okay, am I missing out on like a joke?
We got a tournament. We're playing a tournament Saturday.
I typically go through all the BBs. I really do.
Yeah, I got a few bags. Plus, James gave me a bunch of 2.5s, so I think I'm going to use 2.5s for open play, though. 2.8s for the actual.
Hey, what's the jewel limit at Nashville?
Limit? I don't know.
I can't even remember.
I can't touch it. It's 350 feet per second, but I can't touch it. I'm maxed out on mine. My inner barrel's so short. I cannot get over 1.3 for nothing.
Straight airsoft. For the 4.3, since it's all I got right now, it's kind of been up in the air of just I'm trying to force feed it 3.2s, but what I really needed to shoot is like 2.5s. So once I get to Nash this weekend and play around with some 2.5s to see how it does, I'm gonna just kind of go from there. But I 4.3 is really meant for an inside situation where I'm gonna build up a 5.1 to be outside, where the 5.1 can handle like 3.2, 3.0, so I can actually get some range out of it.
Yeah, my old 5.1 I had for this one, I shot 3.2s all the time outside. Or I think it's inside. Taking out the wind factors and stuff like that. 2.5s. There's nothing wrong with shooting 2.5s at all indoor. 2.0s, I don't even touch 2.0s for no reason. There's no. I shot some at HTK, and even indoor, they still gave a little bit of curve. Other than that, it's a 2.5 up.
Hey, what y'all need to do? Y'all need to try out the 3.0s for indoor for SpeedQB.
I'll let you shoot 3.0s
and whatchamacallit, when we practiced in HTK, I did. That was it. 3.0s.
Yeah.
Because I use 3.0s at SS, I use 3.0s at HTK.
Yeah, Nashville, you can only use 2.8s. Is your limit. So.
Dude, 3.0s, dude. They have a little bit of curve outdoors, but indoors, dude, 3.0s will go wall to wall.
Yeah, and the cluster of them grouping is so much tighter.
And especially for me and Esme with them flat hops.
I'm saying with the 2.5s I had with flat hop on the inside, I was going wall to wall. 2.5s, 2.8s, I was going wall to wall with. Maybe there might have been like a hair difference between the 2.5 and 2.8s of like where they hit, but outside of that, you were hitting your target.
Steve, you should. what are you running in your Euro build? The Jack?
I usually run 2H is what I usually run.
No, but like, what do you have in there? The Jack?
Yeah.
Are you using the Mad Bull Red Shark bucking?
I used to. I love that bucking. I do. But I have been all over the Crytek blue one. I love it. It's been really good to me. So that's what I'm currently using is the Crytek blue. But Mad Bull Red is, yeah.
If on your Jack, especially with that really short inner barrel, your range is not going to be too good. If you want to see some range coming out of that Euro build, flat hop a Red Shark bucking.
It's not a bad idea.
You'll have a super small outer barrel or inner barrel shooting like 150.
I like the Mad Bull Reds. I like them. Esme was saying that the Maple Leaf Pinks have improved a little bit, but I used to shoot them. But I just
no, you gotta get the Maple Leaf Super Pink.
Yeah, I've never played with that one.
Yeah, I only use the Maple Leaf buggings my high cap. I've never ran them in a rifle.
You gotta get the supers. The super has like some. If I had one laying around, I would show you. But it has like almost grooves, I want to call them, that catches the BB and shit like holds it in place.
Just like the Mad Bull does.
So that was my thing with the pinks before. Is just a little drop test on it. That the lip of it was not holding the BB like the Mad Bull Red would. It would actually hold in that lip. It wouldn't fall through.
Yeah, the Mad Bull Red, dude, hold it right there on the top. No movement.
Opposed to the pink Maple Leaf would just, drop right through it. So then you're in more of the scenario of a double feed or the next BB that's not loaded catching the lip of it. And then throwing some inconsistencies in there. Opposed to the Maple Red.
Yeah. It's the super pink is the 75-degree Maple Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
I run a Maple Leaf in my high Kappa, Maple Blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as Master were talking about, inside the little like lips, like the Mad Bull, it's got that little like inner ring in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's actually really sick.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was our mistake. We were just using the regular Maple Leafs and we weren't using the supers. Because with also Maple Leaf, they have like a Decepticon and Autobots version of their buckings for their TMs.
See, I use a Decepticon for my TM. I can't remember the difference in between the Autobot and Decepticon. And I know, like, that little like triangle shape on them.
Yeah,
there's like a difference in it.
You got a Decepticon what?
I have a 70 and an 80.
I'll probably just grab a Decepticon 70 and see it. Do you like yours?
Yeah, I love mine.
Alright, then I'll probably just grab a Decepticon 70 because I need one.
So that's what I like about the Crytek Blues for the rifle. Like the Mad Bull Red, how it's got that almost egg-shaped kind of nub there on the inside. The Crytek has like 4 slits in that. So when you punch it through, it actually leaves almost like two little fingers that hold each the left and let's say the 11 and the 1 o'clock on the BB to give a good consistent spin and not like center. And then that center no longer stays center. It ends up swaying a little left, swaying a little right, and then ends up curving your ball. So I like the blues. Like I recommend them for people, for sure. But the Mad Bull Red, I mean, you can't go better. Was it like $15 for a 2-pack? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, because it comes with 2, and you can get them in either the blue version, the soft one, or the red version, the hard one.
I like my Maple Leaf. I'm gonna stick with it. They ain't done me wrong.
I might have to try out the Maple Leaf.
I'm telling you, go with it.
Flat hopped.
It was what I was running in the 8-year.
Okay.
There was a 75 super flat hop, and you were seeing what range I was getting with it. So I like it. And it's
whatever this current Promi purple, that's flat hop. Whenever it goes out, I might try out that super pink.
Yeah, go with the super.
I feel like 75 degree. That's hard enough for 3.0s.
I was shooting 3.2s.
Okay, so yeah, it should be fine then.
And so I just gotta do it.
Yeah, because those 75-degree Maple Leaf ones, like on Evike, they were rated up to like 450 FPS with 4 O's.
Yeah. And I was, me switching to 3.2s was a good and bad thing. Good because I can get the range and accuracy I want. Bad because now I'm hitting all my targets. So I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
Well, yeah, we are pushing up on 2 hours. So before I do say this, I really appreciate all of y'all's interaction in these comments. It's always makes podcasts better where we get to hang around. Because y'all know this is basically what we do on this podcast, and we have it a little bit different. We just kick it with each other, vibe with each other, answer questions, and this has been a really good one. And it's always nice to have people interacting. It's usually the same people, and then we get a few more added in. It's we're grateful because we're still started this podcast not too long ago, and it's growing slowly, but guarantee we're going to be consistent. If there's a time we're not on here on a Thursday, there's a pretty good reason for it. Especially as many teammates as we got, somebody's always able to be here. If you're seeing on this on YouTube, I don't know if you're seeing it on Facebook, but if you're on YouTube and you ain't been over there to Facebook yet, to East Coast SpeedQB group, come kick it with us over there. We can always, conversate questions even off of Thursday over there, discuss topics, share whatever the hell you want. It's not really constricted. Come over there, kick it with us. But other than that, man, if y'all ain't got nothing else to say, we can wrap this up.
All good for me.
All good for me.
Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Y'all be easy.